glad to be working with them, and they're here to give us their input and hopefully listen to a little bit what our concerns. So we have Senator Phil Griego and Senator Peter Wirth. And if you're from Santa Fe, they're probably your representatives. Anyway, a couple of ground rules to kind of move this along. You know, we're here because we want to move the movie business. And there's a lot of us here, so rather than take too long, but I'm sure the two senators would like to know who's here, just where you're from, and what is it you do, kind of an idea why you're here. So if we could do quick introductions, that would be great. I'm going to start with my friend and one of these studios.
I'm Jerry Witness. I'm a greensman in the movie industry, but I'm also the lobbyist.
We want to work together at the legislature and with the city.
I'm Jon Hendry. I'm Vice President of IATSE 480. I'm also
I'm Jerry Witness. I'm a greensman in the movie industry, but I'm also the lobbyist for the movie industry here in New Mexico for IATSE 480.
Up with our industry, which is moving like this constantly. And when we took off huge, and we had people to train, and we partnered with education, and those kids were graduating, and boom, as soon as it was there, the bottom fell out for us, and so those kids had to leave. So, and I know that, you know, you're our legislator, so it's kind of hard to talk to you when you're on our side, and we visited back and forth by letters.
The industry to inform your vendors when there is legislation, when we got to get out in mass numbers. Email your vendors. You all have contacts to your vendors and say, hey, I do business with you. You have my business because you need to come out and support us.
We've treated our state employees terribly. And what's happening is we've got industries, and you know, the governor is talking about job creation, and it's based on different credits and different rebates programs that are out there like film, and we've got the tax department cannot process these things quick enough. And the number of complaints coming into the economic development department from businesses that are here, hey, wait a minute, I have to have this to make this work. And it's taking so long to get through it. So one of the things as we kind of backfill in over what's happened in the last 40 years and begin to get these agencies funded again, I think filling those vacancies is critical, and that will necessarily result
in the state government to be able to keep up with our industry, which is moving like this constantly. And when we took off huge.
The question is, I actually don't agree with you at all. I think that in fact it's all about the spin. And the biggest problem that we've got here, and as somebody whose job is to try and bring movies to New Mexico, the problem that I run into is that the perception is that...
wrap it up. I do have coffee and snacks in the next room, so please don't rush out of here. I'd like to see if we can network before we go. But I know our legislators have, there's a lot of these meetings happening right before the session here, and they have things to do, so places to go. So
Study. We have to update it now based on the industry and the adverse effects that this cap and the administration has wreaked havoc on the industry itself. So we're going to be working again to determine and to establish this study, because I think it's critical to let them know where we were, where we are, and where, if something's not done, where we might go if we're going to go anywhere.
Okay, I have a number I'm going to throw at you. I didn't have time to vet it, but I understand Nick's floating a number out there that New Mexico made $224 million in the film industry. That's what he's put in print and he's floated out
the
there.
FilmWorks for New Mexico Facebook page, which I've been behind for 2 years. I think John's going to have someone in his office take it over. But Krista from White Headlights is awesome at informing all of us. She's got a Facebook page, so please like her page, and then I will take stuff from hers, and we share back and forth as far as when and where. So it's Filmworks for New Mexico and One Headlight Inc.